Boy, do we have an exciting video today. It is the Galaxy Fold 2. Let's get into unboxing it and see what this device is all about. Okay, now let's get into it. So here it is. Z Fold 2 with a nice little Z. Symbolize it on the front of the box here. Let's take this outside cover off. And of course, would be the Fold without it being in a folding box. We'll notice here about changing the future. Let's see what's inside of here. It looks like, oh yeah, reference guide. Alright, here's the beauty. Oh yes, here's the stapled, very specific care instructions. Basically, do not press on the screen. Be careful when folding, nothing to be inside of it. Coins or anything that could scratch it. This device is not waterproof. Do not remove the screen protector. This happened a lot on the first generation where people tried to remove the screen protector. It was part of it. The thing about this model is the screen protector on the inside can be removed, but Samsung only recommends doing it at a Samsung store. And then make sure you don't use magnets in close proximity to the device as well. And we have our camera array, which we can see our camera array is pretty similar to, it's like an in-between the Note and the S20. It's probably pretty close to the S20 Plus. USB-C, speakers, probably a microphone there. And volume, SIM, pretty much standard stuff. Just gonna set that aside for a moment. Now this is our Premier service. Basically, due to buying such a high priced device, you get covered a full accidental damage of the screen protector. You can also, when ordering, add on another accidental warranty protection. I'd probably advise doing that with this high price of a device and this fragile of a device. Okay, and then I got power cable. USB's USB-C, yep. And of course, charger. Okay, that's it. Let's get this puppy turned on. First fold. Oh wow. So this is my first folding phone that isn't like a dual screen like the Surface Duo is. This is actually feeling a screen fold, which is crazy. And you can probably see the seam. From what I've seen so far, you can definitely see the seam, but I'm betting once content is showing and once you get used to it, you probably won't see the seam. Okay, let's get this puppy turned on. Might be able to see that on camera if I get the light just right. But you can see that there is a screen protector. If you look right at the camera notch, there's a cutout right there. It'd be very hard to get this screen protector off because it's basically feels like it's very right up against the edge of the bezel. probably, if you would want to take it off, the best likely chance would be to start right at the camera module, but I highly recommend not doing that. Okay, let's get this set up and we'll come back. Have it all set up. So here is the outside screen. It's kind of like a candy bar screen. It's very narrow, unlike the first generation, which had very big bezels. You can see this whole screen goes to the edge of the device. So much better for use on, maybe accessing messages or notifications, maybe email, something like that real quick. Something maybe that you use just at a glance, and then, you'll open if you want to do, watch videos or read content, etc. So this screen out here is a 6.2 inch screen. It is HD and only 60 Hertz. Battery is a 4500 milliamp battery, and cameras are 12 megapixels on all these. Your standard, your wide, and your telephoto. So let's go ahead and open it. So here it's open. I set a different wallpaper than the default so that we can kind of go over the crease here a little bit. So here's the inside screen. This is a 7.6 inch screen. This is a QXGA screen, I believe. 120 Hertz on this. So here's where you'll have your higher detail and higher refresh rate. So I'm going to try to get it in here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but we can see a crease here. But just from my little bit of use with it, that crease goes away extremely fast. I didn't use the first one, so I can't tell you specifically how that was on the first one, but I can definitely say on this one, I barely notice it. So a couple things we'll just go through real quick. We'll do a multitasking scenario real quick. So say I open Google and I'm on some website, and then if I bring up the taskbar over here, I can then grab an app and then slide it to pin it. You can hit these dots. This will swap the app around. You can hit this. This will make a shortcut on the little launcher over here. And this will change the orientation. One thing I want to go over that I noticed a lot of reviews or demonstrations of this didn't show is how does the orientation change once the keyboard is present? Because I was concerned with a lot of the content being cut off once the keyboard was open. So here we go. We can see that the keyboard is open. Content's pretty good still. Doesn't take up a lot of the room on it. You do have floating keyboard. It might take a little less content, but I like this keyboard because it separates it out. So let's say we just go to Google or so. There we go. Not too bad on the content now. So, and it didn't take up the whole screen, which I was afraid of. So let's say you want to have another app in here, messages, for example. Same situation. Oop, I messed that up. Do that, rinse and repeat here. And you can see I made that a quick shortcut. It detected actually that it was last, so that's gives you the option to immediately go back without having to pin. But you'll hold down and then see now I can do the floating app, or what I could do is go into a different section. Oddly enough, you can see I can only do this section in the right corner segment of the screen. If I go anywhere else, it goes full half screen. But anyways, we'll go down there, and then you could have a website open, messages, and let's say you're on Amazon. And of course you can switch these around by hitting the dots again. And you can resize it. If you want to take one away, just swipe it all the way to the right, and then that will do it. And same thing here, I could swipe that all the way to the right, and then I've got one app again. And this is just a quick look at the Z Fold 2. More to come on this device. Stay tuned to the channel. Lots of information about this device. I'm going to go through a lot of walkthroughs and still doing stuff with Duo as well. So stay tuned.